it's Chris and I'm back to react, and today we're going to be reacting to another animator by the name of the Amazing. Now, I've kind of been pushing this back for some weird reason. I'm not exactly why, but I'm not as sucking to fucking English. I'm not as I just didn't want to see it, okay? There was just some times where I was like, there's nothing, but as it's proved before, I, for some reason, am a sucker for animations. So, like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fall in love with this after I have tried so many times to be like, nah, I could save this animator, you know? But since I love their voice podcast, I just wanted to react to one of their stories. And so we're going to be reacting to Lying to My Teacher, featuring SomethingelseYT, and let's just get into it.
Class, before we begin, I'd like to remind you guys about the assignment due next week. You've had months to do it, so it should be nearly done by now.
Oh.
You fucked up the...
What are you doing? Wait, Mars, where'd you get the knife? Wait, Mars, no! Mars, oh gosh, what the help! He's committed Sudoku! Mars, why'd you do it?
I'd rather die than do my assignment. Don't you find it weird that with an art style that doesn't use eyes, I don't really use mouths either? Let's change that. Ever since starting this channel, there's been a worry at the back of my head about how I portray myself in my own videos. In real life, I'm just an extroverted dork who laughs a lot, watches too much anime, and compares himself to Bruno Mars way too often. But now, after telling you guys about how I murdered a duck, cheated on a test, stabbed my brother, lost my love, and got way too attached to dancing tigers.
Okay, I haven't seen any of those. I probably should have started with those. But, you know what? Fuck it, we're gonna go backwards into Maz's world, and that was a very interesting way to start this video, so I am 100% intrigued now, just like I said I would be.
Wow, I've admitted a lot of things. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if parents looked at me with a mixture of fear and disgust as they shuffle away to keep their children 10 meters away. Well, it's either that or my van filled with candy. And so what better way is there to clear my own image than to regale you with a story about how I pretended to be drugged up, lied to my teacher, and submitted my assignment way later than the due date. Yep, that's a good idea. Now, let me give you a quick medical lesson. Tonsillitis. It's when there's an infection on these little pad things called tonsils at the back of your throat. And not to brag or anything, but I had massive tonsils and I got infections every few weeks. I remember distinctly the doctors saying that my tonsils were the largest he'd ever seen, like 2 golf balls at the back of my throat. Man, it was kind of rough having 2 large balls deep in my throat. What? It's a serious medical condition. And I'm not even kidding. I was told that I needed to get surgery to remove my tonsils. That's how bad they were. And then the conversation shifted to the date of my surgery. Now, this is when I started brewing some tea. You see, there really was a chemistry assignment at play here. Our teacher, Mr. Fuchan, gave us this big report that was due in 2 months. And being an absolutely stupid dingo, I was like, yeah, it's alright, I can handle this later. I've got some Minecraft Let's Play to watch. 7 weeks later and I hadn't started. Oh, and Minecraft wasn't relevant anymore. Oh gosh, what have I done? So, as you can imagine, when the doctor asked me about when to have the surgery, it was like a get out of jail free card for me, because I could purposefully schedule it around the due date of the assignment. And that's exactly what I did. Like, surely they would understand that I was literally having surgery, right? I wasn't just giving myself an excuse. It was just like an extension, you know? And it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Except it wasn't. Surgery was earlier on this week and the assignment was due that Friday. And guess what? I got a call the next week on the Monday afternoon from Mr. Fuchan.
G'day, mate. Who's this?
Perhaps it was due to the recent surgery, the pain medication, or the idea of my parents absolutely whooping me around the place for skipping an assignment. But I put on the deepest voice that I could at the time and went, yeah, Maz's dad speaking. But keep in mind that I was 16 at the time and my mouth was still sore. So I was probably like, yes, it is I, Maz's father.
Are you okay?
Yes, I just have a cold.
No, honey,
you fool! You have been duped by my extraordinary performance.
No.
Idiot!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, sir, but Maz's assignments were due last week. Do you have any idea when he'll be able to hand it to me?
Oh, yeah. Maz is really tired after the operation. He can't even, like, play Roblox.
Okay.
Right. Well, I wish him the best of luck.
I don't like that laughter.
He has been duped! It's only now that I realized that Mr. Footchan sounded like he was smiling the entire conversation.
Yeah.
And him asking if my dad was okay was his way of seeing how bad my excuse was gonna be. And look, an amateur teacher would have exposed me right then and there. But my boy, Mr. Footchan, was a pro, so he knew exactly what he was doing. Because put yourself in Mr. Footchan's shoes. You have this stupid kid on the other side of the phone trying to convince you that he's the father. But no matter how BS you think it might be, you can't just call out a parent on the phone like that. Because imagine if that really was my dad.
Yeah.
He would have been like, boy, you better sit right the frick down with that accusation crap. Don't make me curry in a hurry down over there and beat the everlasting No. That would be bad. Don't do that. So Mr. Footchan played it smart and didn't even react at all. Not even when I was handing in my assignment a week after the due date. He just kind of told me off and told me to go through the proper channels to get extensions next time. And nothing else, you know, no punishment, not even when I got my assignment back. Yes! I just lied to my teacher about having surgery, pretended to be my own dad, handed in my assignment late, and I still got it.
Okay, let me pause for a minute, okay? First of all, I've kind of realized that teachers are a little bit sadistic, and I think that kind of explains why I'm sort of studying to be a teacher. And also, second of all, I barely talked to someone today on Discord who said that they cheated on their test and they blamed Mozzing because they got away with it. So yeah, no, kids, you know what? I'm not even gonna say something because it's a very complicated matter whether to cheat or not on a test.
On an A. And I genuinely thought I had fooled him as well. That is, until the very last day of school, almost 18 months after the incident. So the final day of high school is almost over, and I'm walking to my lockers ready to leave this godforsaken school for the last time when I coincidentally bump into Mr. Footchan. Now, despite what I've told you, he actually was a good bloke, so, you know, we chatted for a bit about graduation and future life and whatever, and then he says,
Hey, Maz, I have a question to ask you.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, look, now that you've officially graduated, I can't really punish you or anything, but last year for your assignment, that was you who picked up the phone, wasn't it?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time. Feel your face.
What? No, that was my dad, obviously. Like, he had the deep voice and everything.
X for dad. He's right behind you, isn't he?
Duped again! No, I didn't run away. But I didn't tell him the truth either. I told him that it really was my dad on the phone. Come on, dude. Like, there I was, you know, Mr. Footchan, completely calling out my lie 2 years ago. And I ran away like a little wuss. It's so weird, too, because when I look back at this entire thing, that's what I regret the most. Not lying to my teacher about having surgery, not pretending to be my own dad, not even getting called out. Just the fact that I wasn't able to own up to it, not even after I'd graduated. To be fair, I think it was because I was paranoid that he'd ruin my university chances somehow, but even then, I totally should have admitted it. Because now, in my retrospective wisdom, I realized that I shouldn't have done all that in the first place. I really was a good student, and I don't exactly know why I rebelled against this specific assignment, and that's why, my Martians, I've decided to send this video to Mr. Footchan directly and clear my guilty conscience once and for all. It's been 6 years now, but it's time for me to come clean.
Okay.
I freaking knew it!
Wait, what?
Come over here, you son of a...
Maybe I won't do that. No. Alright, I'd like to give a major shout out to Lucky the Human, Natimation Studios, and the Rapid Man 101. You guys indeed are super Martians and will lead the battle in the front lines. If you don't know what a Martian is with 2 A's, that's actually the name of our fan base. Yeah. And people don't actually know this, but we're actually the strongest alien race out there. And we're all just chilling in my planet, you know, ready to kind of take over the world, actually, yeah. If you want to have a chance for a shout out, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video, and comment. I have turned on the bell and I am a super Martian. Especially the super Martian part, I actually control F and then randomize it. And if you do that, I'll show some of you in the next video, you know?
Hold on just a sec. You might be surprised by the 4D animation that's in place right now, but I wanted to take it just a little step up above the lip syncing that I showed. So basically what happened was that this video that I made was supposed to be out 2 weeks ago, but then finals came along and absolutely ruined any hopes of that happening. So rest in peace my video. And I was going to make a video, a short little video that I was going to delete about how I'm going to VidCon US, okay? But it's a bit too late, you know, it's in a few days and I haven't even uploaded this video, so I thought I could just merge them together. Anyway, I am going to VidCon US. I'm going to be there from the 20th to the 24th. I'm probably going to be longer than that. I will be attending a lot of the panels, including the animator meetup, which is actually happening on... Oh crap, I don't actually know. It's here, it's happening at that time and that day. I love to meet all of you there, and if you see me walking around, you know, the brown guy with any kind of button-up shirt or whatever, you'll see me walking around with a bunch of my other animator friends. Say hello to me, say hi, and especially if you have the mayo-proof merchandise. Buy my merch. Honestly, other than VidCon, I actually am really looking forward to just America in general, because you guys drive on the...
I ended up pausing it anyways. But listen, everybody... Yes. Okay, so first of all, I've actually already seen the Amazing, his actual real face, because of stuff. I actually made like 3 memes about it. I don't know if I'm gonna insert it here. Probably not. Why am I doing this if I'm not gonna do it? Put it down. Besides that, okay. So I know from his voice podcast, he's a person who likes controversy topics, or rather, it's just very accepting, and it is something that's risky in YouTube because you could be demonetized. And I've noticed. Keep pausing. Anyways, so what was I saying? Oh, right, controversy. So it's actually pretty interesting that he continues to talk about certain things in his animations. It's actually pretty interesting to have him actually like talk about such things without maybe fear. I don't know if he's afraid of demonetization, but it might be possible he is. I don't know at all. But I don't know, I liked it. First of all, the animation that he actually has muscles, like I don't really see much animation that has muscles, so that caught me a lot by surprise. And like, I don't know, it's more different. Like, I've seen so many animations, and I've seen so many different topics, and I've seen so many different styles. So it's actually pretty refreshing in a sense to have these sort of topics, to have this kind of outward way. I know a lot of animations actually do story times. So it's like, yeah. Also, I'm sorry. I'm gonna want to watch more of his videos. Like I told you guys, it just takes me a little while to get into animation, people, and I don't know why I get pushing it back in his channels specifically. But I actually do enjoy his story time and a lot of his awkward and weird stories, it seems, that he himself has shared. And if you're that open-minded and like open free and stuff like that, then I think that's actually pretty cool, because you just put yourself out there, and that's hard for some people and that's easy for others. So I am going to continue watching more of the Amazing, and obviously listen to his podcast, which I really enjoy, and I'm almost done binging. So I don't know, so I will see you guys in the very next episode and the next reaction. So please, everybody, have a beautiful day, have a very unique world, and I will see all you weirdos in the next video. So peace.